guys, welcome to my channel. This is Sam Baker and today this is Friday, which is the 24th of April 2020 guys, and this is already 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in the UK. And as you can see, it's been a beautiful day today because we're transitioning from spring to summer soon. I know it's not really as hot as what it is in other country, but for us this is already warm enough. That's why I'm wearing t-shirts now. So yes, that's nice guys. How are you guys? For me, this is already my 36th day in isolation and I'm still doing good and actually enjoying it guys, just at home and doing some bits and bobs in the house. So today I plan to share with you something because here in the UK we've been using something. It's called the black box. This is apparently what they're using at the moment here in the UK to help the people with COVID, with breathing difficulty, which happens to be a CPAP machine. And I have one of them. The thing is, because I've got a breathing condition, so I was given one of the machine to help me with my breathing because I stopped breathing in my sleep. Yes guys, I stopped breathing in my sleep. I have a sleep apnea and I was diagnosed in 2011. So since then I've been using this machine, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you, what's inside my bag and what is the black box, right guys? So yes, I hope you enjoy your quarantine like myself, and I hope whatever you're doing, you're always safe and always wash your hands guys. So anyway, I'm going to show you what is the CPAP machine, this one. All right, so at the inside the bag you actually have the first part. I'll show you is the compartment. All right, this one is actually free from the NHS here in the UK, but I heard in other country you actually have to purchase them for you to be able to use for your sleep apnea. So that's why we're very lucky here in the UK, because in here we don't need to pay for anything. It's free as long as you're diagnosed with sleep apnea, which I am guys. So anyway, so this is the bag that they'll give you. You can use this and bring this anywhere you go, and you really have to take them everywhere you go, because every time you have difficulty breathing, you just plug them in and use them. And during your sleep, like what I said, I always use them. So every time I go to bed, when I go to sleep or I feel tired, I just switch it on. Like you can hear me now, I'm a bit breathless. But yes guys, so that's why I have to take this with me. That's why it comes in the bag. So anyway, in the front of the bag, right, when they give it to you from the hospital, it has a few things inside. So I just want to show you what's inside the compartment, the front. So you have here this one, which is the rest med, as you can see, which is the SD card, right? Because the black box, this is the black box guys. See that? That's a CPAP machine. So you have actually a memory stick inside your black box, right? And it goes like that there, you can see. It's inserted into the machine. And when you open it, that's where there was before the memory stick, but now because they already put it in my machine, the reason for that, so every time you go to your appointment to the respiratory clinic, that's when they're gonna look at your memory stick and see the history of how you're doing with your treatment, and if you're using your machine properly or if there's anything they need to adjust, then they know. That's why it's important for them to put a memory stick in your black box or your CPAP machine. And it looks like that. And you have here as well, which is the AirSense 10. That is the model of my black box, right? And there you can see as well, which is the user's manual. So you'll see everything that you need about your machine, how to use them, and any information that you need. And you have here as well, you'll be given this one as well. Well, you can see there, ResMed, and you can actually go into the website and join, so you'll be able to get any news or any promos if they have about the ResMed. So you have to do it online, and any other information, and you can actually even keep track of the data that you use or how many times you used it, or if you use it properly your machine. you can actually use them, this app, which is very good. That one there, right? And you have here as well, which is this one, which is as well the use manual for the humid air. And I have one of those guys, and I'll explain to you later as well. And obviously they'll give you as well the patient information, right? This is the patient information. I can't show you everything, guys, because I've got information about myself. It's like that. I can't show you much about it. But anyway, it's something to do with the explanation about your patient's information sheet, because every time you have a problem with your machine, you have to bring this to the hospital for them to replace any, if you need any replacements of your gadgets that includes in your machine, because I'll show you is all different stuff that's in the box. So anyway, you have here as well about the machine details, which is the case number, which is my hospital number. That's why I cannot show you. And I have as well the CPAP machine number, this one, and the mask as well. So all the information is why I cannot share with you guys. But yeah, it comes with a paper like this, a patient information. And as well, it explains to you a CPAP is a machine for continuous positive airway pressure treatment. That's why it's called CPAP. And this is for the use of people to treat obstructive sleep apnea, which is OSA. And I have that, guys. I have obstructive sleep apnea. And another thing as well, it will tell you what happens once you've been initiated into the treatment. It will explain that you please bring your machine and mask to every follow-up checkup. So every time I go for a checkup, guys, I have to bring this with me, all of it, because they have to check the mask, the machine, everything. So I'll show you what's inside. And as well, you have to report to the DVLA. That means the DVLA here is to the driving license, because here if you've got sleep apnea, you cannot drive, like myself. That's why I cannot drive now. You have to surrender your license, because you're not allowed to drive in case you fall asleep when you're driving. And another, you have as well information here about the sleep service walk-in clinic. Like what I said, if you need any stuff that you need, like the mask or the tubing, you can just go in to the sleep clinic service available, which they'll tell you where. And as well, about the servicing of the CPAP machine, they've got information here, what you're gonna do and where to go. And when you're traveling abroad, they've got information here as well. Like what I said, you have to bring this. If you've got a sleep condition like myself, I have to take this with me, which is a pain in the arse, but you know, you have to bring it with you. If you're gonna ask me, there's a small machine actually that they have in ResMed, but it's very tiny. It's like the size of a mobile phone, but the thing is very expensive, and it's not free here in the NHS. But this is the only thing that's free. So that's what I always bring with me when I'm traveling. And you have here as well information, everything about the CPAP machine. So that's the part one, guys. And now I'm gonna show you everything that's inside the bag. So now I'm gonna put you down so you can see the bag. Never mind my face, but I'm sure you can hear me while I'm talking and explaining to you what's in my bag. Alright, so this is now the CPAP machine bag. As you can see, that's our bag, guys. Right? So inside, you've got here, see that, guys? That's, you can see in the bag. So you can see here, you've got this one, which is the mouthpiece, or actually the mask. And then you've got as well the adapter for this one, and this is the block box. And then you've got as well, here is the tubing, right? So we're gonna open it first, so at least you can see what I'm talking about. So in here, you will see there's an adapter. There's the adapter, guys. So when you use your machine, you put it into an adapter. It's like similar to the adapter of a laptop. See? So that's that. And then you've got as well the black box in there. See that? That is the black box. See? And this is the back, the black box, wherein you put your tubing, and then you put your adapter, and then that's the front. So I'll switch it on for you as well so you can see what I'm talking about. And you've got as well the mask, wherein you use when you go to sleep, and it goes over your head. So I'll show you how to use them as well as the one. And then you have as well, obviously, the tubing. This one, guys. And this one is connected to the machine, to your face, so you can have the air that you need. And then, so that's the bag, right? So I'll put it there for now. And then, here's the machine, right? So, you can actually use this like this, or you can actually use the one with a humidifier. A humidifier is like this, guys. As you can see, it's a bit dirty now, it's because I'm using it. And you have to put water in it, and then you can put it in the side here. There's a slot in here. There you go, guys. And then you put water in your humidifier, wherein you can see the instructions in there, how much water you can use. As you can see, it's already lime scales because I've been using water in it. You don't use normal water. You use it's either boiled water that you have to cool down, or you have to use mineral water, or what we call still water. And then you can put as many or what level you want for your water. You cannot use the top water because it will break your machine. So we are advised to use the one that's boiled water, that has to be cooled down, and then you put the water in there. Or if you don't have boiled water, you can use distilled water or mineral water, and then you just have to look at what gauge you want your water and put it inside, and then you have to slot it here the side, and it goes like that, right? And then you have to put your hose, which is there. This is where the air flows from the machine into your mouth, and it goes like this. So I'll show you guys, right? So there's a slot in there, as you can see. So you're gonna put your, there's like two sides, and they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which you put. But anyway, everything I'm showing you is they explain it to you. Once you're diagnosed with sleep apnea, they'll show you in the respiratory clinic how to use this machine, and they'll go through everything with you. So there you go, put it there, and then the other end, you get your mask, right? And then that one has to go in there. So there you go. So now you can breathe. There you go. I'll show you guys. And then, and this one, adapter, you have to put your adapter in there, into the slot, and then we have to plug it. The other end, you've got the plug. So guys, I plugged it already. As you can see, I'll show you what happens now. So you can see now it's on, right? And then what I did as well is I put a bit of water into this one as well, so you can see. So yeah, so put it here and to the sides, right? Humidifier is good, especially with people like myself, because I was complaining before when I use my machine. I use the normal one, which is with this one, which is only air. I'm having problem when I wake up in the morning. I always have like a dry throat. So what they give me is with the humidifier, which is this one. So that's why I have that. So anyway, so that's the machine now. As you can see in there, that's the my options and everything. And everything about that, they'll do that in the hospital before they give it to you. They put a certain pressure into whatever air you need in your body. And this is the switch on at the top, and then you just switch it on, and you can see now it's working. There you go, guys. You can hear that, it's the air. There you go. And then as you can see, you can switch it off, and then after I will see how many hours I've used my machine last night, and then if my mask was okay when I used it, it will says they're smiley, so that means I use it properly. And then as well, the humidifier is working fine. So there you go, guys, everything is in there. And this one, right, the machine, I'll show you this one. It just goes over your head, just goes over your head. So you go like this when you go to sleep. Like that. See? So that's how I use it, guys. That's how I use it. So here, you can see when I switch it on, so I pop this in at night time before I go to sleep, and then I switch it on. See, that's the air, guys. Can you hear that? That's the oxygen air that I need when I go to sleep. And this black box at the moment is the one that they're using here in the UK to help the people with COVID-19 or coronavirus, to help them with their difficulty in breathing, which I think is very genius actually, which is actually very good. I'll put you here, guys, so you can see me. So that's the CPAP machine, guys. Like you can see, that's a very controversial CPAP machine that they're talking about here in the UK at the moment, which I am very glad, because for me, having a sleep, obstructive sleep apnea, this is what I need, and I've been using this for years, every day of my life, and it helps me really a lot. So I'm very glad that they managed to come up with this one, because it really will help a lot of people, especially with this time that we are in at the moment, guys. Now that we are in this lockdown, it's very difficult for those with coronavirus, and especially it puts a strain to our NHS and to the intensive care unit. As we all know, intensive care unit is a very special unit wherein people actually have to be put in the coma, medical coma, for them to have intubation. And it's very difficult, guys. It's a 50-50 chance. So with this innovation that they actually discovered, that this CPAP machine that I have would be able to help the people without putting people into sleep, and at the same time help them with the difficulty in breathing, which is very good, and I'm very pleased with that. It's a very genius and what to call that, so it's a very genius idea for the NHS to do that. So I'm very glad, and like what I said, for me, having a sleep apnea is not a very easy time, because like what I said, I'm a nurse by profession, and I had difficulty with this sleep apnea problem, and I wasn't aware of this before, guys. I still do my work and carry on doing the day shift, the night shift. You know what it's like to work as a nurse. You're working to shifting without realizing that I have the condition, because I'm always tired even if I sleep how many hours, but still I feel so tired without realizing that I have the condition, until one day one of my best friend, which she's a registered nurse as well, told me that I see you when you're sleeping and I watch you and you stop breathing. That's when I went to seek the help for my doctor to put me to a respiratory and sleep clinic, wherein they did a test for me. Wherein here in the UK, you actually have to go to a 1-day, 24-hour sleep treatment, wherein the sleep observation for 24 hours, wherein they'll put different kinds of machine on you, and you just have to sleep, and then they'll give you the reading, what they find out. And for me, apparently, I stopped breathing like 70 times plus during my sleep in 24 hours. So that is really scary, guys. And if you're gonna ask me, many people was not diagnosed and died not because of any other condition, but because they just stopped breathing in their sleep. And I have that, which is unfortunate. But I'm very glad because there's this very genius apparatus that can help people like myself to have the treatment that we need. And at the same time, now I'm very proud that they're using it as well to treat the COVID-19. So yes, guys, so I hope you learned something from me today. And if you have any other question, put it in the comment down below and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And then eventually, maybe I'll show you more and everything about the sleep apnea. If you have any question regarding this, just put it in the comment. And if you have any other stuff that you want me to cover in my vlog, write it there as well and I'll try to do them. And don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and subscribe, and please share if you can. And I'll see you again for my next one, guys, and stay safe and do everything that we can to be safe and be kind, and please pray and be grateful for the people that looks after us. So yes, guys, so enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you again for my next one, guys. Bye. Thank you. Bye.